Hey, what's going on, friends? I hope you are doing fantastico. I'm doing fantastico. I'm good. I was trying to say I'm cool and I'm good, but I was like, I'm good. Can't talk. But it's a refractor, the spy set, the one made to look like the original G1 refractor, and it's been fossilized. Oh my gosh, with two paleotrexes, and we're gonna go over and talk about the inspiration on the build, the tutorial, like we typically do on the channel. But yeah, I was gonna say I was really surprised and very very happy that they released the refractor in the original G1 colors because honestly, this is like one of the first toys that I actually had, and this is before I knew anything about Transformers. So it was either the Microman one or it was a bootleg. I'm not really quite sure, but I got it in Korea, and back in the day. So it's probably before Transformers, or just right around the time when everything is becoming like really really popular, and yeah, like I can still Oh, sorry, there's some like gunk over here. What is this? Weird. Um, but yeah, so I got fond memories of this guy. I got fond memories of this guy. And I always liked the concept of them turning into the camera. I had always wished that they could turn into other things as well. And so I was really happy when they released him on Siege, and he had the combined like what is it, like a jet mode and stuff. I was like, that's really really cool. And also the fact that they preserved the camera, and also there's so many fan modes. I've seen like a throne, a tank. Um, I've made a couple of things too, but I've always wanted to. I feel like something's wrong with him. He's not standing straight or something. Um, Sorry. Yeah, there was one build that I did with a couple of Ractonites, and I called it Refractonite. Really, really enjoyed that, and I've been wanting to play with Paleo. Oh my gosh, I don't know what's wrong with me right now. I've been wanting to play with Paleotrax in this set, and finally got around to it, and fused these guys together, and this is what we came up with. This is the back. Even the back is pretty clean. Yeah, he's nice, tall, and lanky. And I try to basically cover up some of the empty gaps. This, unfortunately, couldn't really do anything about. But yeah, I try to cover up the gaps between the legs here. And even right here, try to make it look like that is one cohesive torso ending like right here. Like that's supposed to be the torso. And then you got the thighs and you have the calves. And yeah, everything's a little bit lanky. And it's like this. I feel like he's like falling. Okay, I think this is fine. Anyway, so finally, really happy to get around to building this guy, and yeah, this is probably like V2 or V3. I took a couple of stabs, a couple of different takes, and one of the interesting things about this is the way I connected the arm is the way I connected the vertebrae. Let me see if I actually have vertebrae over here. Hold up, I do. So the vertebrae build, I would sandwich the tail part, the frilled part of the tail, between the two fists, so I could use it as an arm. Use the same concept basically, and I sandwiched it between Refractor's arm and. Hold on for a second. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I sandwiched it between. Dude, hold up. No, I'm tripping, dude. So I sandwiched it between Refractor's arm, and it's plugged into the torso. And on the bottom, a couple of familiar designs that I've used, some new things, some old things. But yeah, I played around, and I kind of got this configuration that I liked for the legs, and yeah. So without further abobo, we're gonna go through it right now. So we're gonna pop the arms off, and put the torso to the side. Okay. Actually, I'll use this one. There we go. Okay, so this is just a standard refractor. Let me actually remove this. Oh man, it's in there. Yeah. This is just your standard refractor. I'm not gonna like undo all of it, right? So this is what he would look like. Well, I maybe have to a little bit. So, all right. I won't do everything though. So normally, there you go. Normally, this is what it would look like. You need to flip the waist 180 degrees. Then you need to flip the legs 180 degrees. And this will allow you to sandwich these things together, right? You don't have to you don't have to close the feet together, but the calves you need to do so. And then this you bring down, and then you bring down. And if you're wondering why we flip this and we flip this, it's for the purpose of clearance. You can see that this side is bulkier than this side, and it doesn't allow you to close down if you do this. So that's why we did that. Over here, so this is just one of the arms, and you're enclosing this, and this slightly stressed hole on the outside of the forearm is where you're going to sandwich the Paleotrex tail, okay? And the fists are going to slightly stick out because with this tail plugged in, they're not going to be able to fully, oops, sorry about that. They're not going to be able to fully collapse. Yeah, so that's how you make the arms. The reason why the feet aren't plugged in is so that you can plug in the P-Trex tail as like a weapon in the back, and this is supposed to kind of look like a fist almost, right? You take one of the shield parts, the camera lens pieces, and you just kind of plug that in there as best you can. And once that's in there, you just plug in that little top part of the camera bit. So that is how the arm is made. Okay. Why do I get the feeling that's blurry still? Is it blurry? Anyway, so you do that for both arms, but on this side we have the buckler, and then I just put in the gun because they didn't have any other place to go. And for now, that's the arms, okay? Okay, so a couple of things about the torso. If you notice, the feet are bent downward, and so that means since they're slightly downward, the hole is right here, and then the peg has to connect like that. That's why this is at an angle. Dude, what is this? It's like some plastic shavings or something weird. That's why this is at an angle over here. And he shouldn't be leaning forward, but he is, unfortunately. But that's fine. So, all right, there we go. So this is what the foot looks like. This gun bit is here to help with stability, but just in general, the foot helps. The foot helps out a lot too. Yeah, it's all right. So what we've done is, this is just a dino head over here, right? You know what? I'll slightly bend these so you can see. This is just a dino head, right? Flip it upside down and plug it into the axe. Okay. And right here on the neck port, you're going to add one of the Paleotrex feet. So that's going to add as a heel stabilizer. And on this axe bit, you're going to sandwich the thighs on top of it. And it naturally connects over here, as you can see, as I'm keeping it out of shot constantly. It naturally connects over here. And then on the bottom of the knees, you're going to have the calves plugged in. And once you have the calves plugged in and you kind of straighten them all out, you're going to see that it's going to make a pretty solid looking leg. You know, the only hollow part is over here, and that's where you can kind of use the gun to, hold up. Yeah. Like that. You see it? Oops. Hold on for a second. Sorry about that. One more time. It's the dino head on the bottom, and this is open in the back. It's plugged into one foot. The peg going upward is plugged into an axe blade, which is sandwiched by the thighs, which are connected to the calves, which fill this all out and makes a pretty solid looking foot. And that piece is plugged into the empty cavity. Now the torso, this is just a standard refractor body, but on the back. Well, here, I'm just going to start peeling this stuff off. Oh, this one's really in there. So maybe I want to take that one off. Okay. So normally this is what the bot would look like, right? Like this is what he would look like. You flip this 180 degrees and you slightly bend it because you want to take this peg and you want to get it in that hole. Like that, right? And the fist you can bend down a little bit because what you're trying to do is you're trying to plug this bad boy in there. And if you're wondering why, it's to just kind of further emphasize the illusion that this is one solid torso. So you take this bit down and then you drape that down. There we go. Like that. Then you take this bit and you plug that here. You take this bit and then you plug that there. Then you take this bit and you got to kind of plug it in sideways, but whatever, dude. It's all gravy, baby. And just plug that in there like that. Cool. Then you take this and that peg, you're going to, I was about to say, Frogren, plug into the front of the toe. And then you're going to bend that toe back a little bit. Right? I'm like, right? Was it the toe or was it the bottom of the... I think it was the toe, but... Oh, no. Okay, I was wrong. It's that one. The back one. I thought it was the toe, but... Huh. I could be wrong, like I am about many things in my life. So we get that guy in there. We get that guy in there. We mount it all up. You know what? It may have been the front. It may have been the front hole. Yeah, that's okay. I'll fix it later. Oh, but he super blurs. But yeah, for now, that's our guy. That's our guy. So if you have 3 of the refractors and you have 2 of the Paleotrex mold, whether it be P-Trex, Skelevore, Transmutate, I don't think you can do this with Spindle, or it won't work out perfectly. You can do probably something with it. But anyway, yeah, so you can do this at home. Hope you didn't find it too difficult, even though we kind of fumbled around a little bit in this video. Yeah, hope you're able to figure it out. Okay, one more. I'll give you a 3/6 just so you can take a look. Yeah, this one I feel like I did a tutorial in the dark or something. Yeah. Anyway, adios, skis, right? Bye.